Okay, so when I did the little Elaine recap video, I briefly spoke about Sansa and Peter walking past an empty dungeon, and I think it wouldn't be called that if it wasn't going to be used for that purpose. So let's talk about who's going to end up down there. Okay, so I did mention in the last video also, so Shadrick, the Mad Mouse, he is on that plump bag of gold trail and he's looking in the right place. Brienne isn't. We know he's after Sansa, could try and out her or abduct her and get, caught and end up in that dungeon. Lothar Brune. Now, we know he is Littlefinger's man bought and paid for, but I don't think Littlefinger's plan is going to go ahead as planned. We haven't seen the end of this feast scene yet, where Elaine is supposed to take Harry the Air out for a breath of fresh air, where there's no witnesses. And I think Littlefinger's plan is for Harry to get a taste, and therefore be happy to marry Elaine. I think he's going to start taking liberties, and Lothar Brune is going to step in and save Sansa, and Harry the Heir could end up dead or injured, before Littlefinger's plan comes to fruition. And so poor Sir Lothar could end up down in that dungeon. The Maester, because even if Sweet Robin has another dose of, milk of the poppy, whether he does or not, if he dies of his shaking sickness for whatever reason, that Maester is getting questioned and he is going to end up down in that dungeon. He's responsible for the health and well-being of their little lord. Littlefinger, Littlefinger, ba 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 ba. Lock him up, yeah, because he's an asshole. Yeah, Littlefinger, because if God knows, any of his plans could come undone, but also if Elaine is, outed as actually being Sansa, then Littlefinger is responsible for the Vale having hosted someone fleeing from the crown. But that could be where the tapestries come in to help, because, he talks his way out of everything. And he'll just be like, well, why are you listening to this bastard on the throne, huh? Yeah. Let's lock him up. Let's stick Littlefinger down in the dungeon. He gets my vote. Unless the Royces of the Waynwoods do something completely out of the ordinary, then I don't see any of them really ending up down there. I think issues will be settled on the tourney field, and I don't think people will be held responsible for injuries or deaths in currently circumstance. Yeah. Let me know if you can think of anything else, though. Anything that seems actually likely. I do still think it's going to be used as a dungeon, although maybe I'm just reading too much into it and it could be used for that winter wheat still ripening in the field. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Have a little, tell me. Cheerio.